Welcome to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. This memorial honors America's third president and his importance as a great influence in United States history. You may listen to the entire description of this national memorial or pause and play as you walk up the steps and approach the rotunda. The Jefferson Memorial was officially dedicated by President Roosevelt on April 13, 1943, which was the 200th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's birthday. This site is located in a straight line directly south of the White House to form one of the main anchor points in the area of the National Mall. The dome-shaped rotunda was designed by architect John Russell Pope, and the outer stonework is Vermont marble. It features circular marble steps, a portico, a circular colonnade of Ionic order columns, and a shallow dome. The building is inspired by the Roman Pantheon and Jefferson's own design for the rotunda at the University of Virginia. It's one of the last American public monuments in the Beaux Arts style, but was severely criticized as it was being built by those who argued that Greek and Roman architecture designs as being overused at that time. Now, if you haven't done so, please climb the stairs carefully as you approach the rotunda to observe the information we're about to share. If you need more time, simply just pause the player until you reach the top of the stairs. As you enter the rotunda, you'll notice the 19-foot-tall, 10,000-pound bronze statue of Thomas Jefferson by sculptor Rudolph Evans, showing Jefferson looking out toward the White House, where he once lived. There are some interesting stories tied to the Jefferson statue. If you walk behind the statue, there are several hints to Jefferson's love of the land and agriculture. See if you can find them. Another interesting fact about the statue is, at the time of dedication, this bronze statue had not yet been finished due to material shortages during World War II. The statue that was installed at the time of dedication was a plaster cast painted to look like bronze. In 1947, when wartime rationing and restrictions were loosened, this permanent, finished bronze statue was installed. The statue also has connections to the Louisiana Purchase during Jefferson's presidency. It stands on a large block of Minnesota granite with the base surrounded by a gray Missouri marble ring. This is symbolic to the states created from the Louisiana Purchase territory. The interior walls of this memorial are made from white Georgia marble and symbolize the geographic extremes of the original 13 states from New England to the Deep South. The floor consists of marble from Tennessee, and the inner dome is made of limestone from Indiana. Looking up at the ceiling near the top is a frieze below the dome that reads, "I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man." This sentence is taken from a letter by Jefferson to Dr. Benjamin Rush in 1800, where he defends the Constitution's refusal to recognize a state religion. On the panel of the southwest interior wall are excerpts from the Declaration of Independence, written in 1776. The inscription uses the word inalienable, as in Jefferson's draft, rather than unalienable, as in the published declaration. On the panel of the northwest interior wall is an excerpt from A Bill for Establishing Religious Freedom, 1777, except for the last sentence, which is taken from a letter Jefferson wrote to James Madison in 1789. The quotes on the northeast interior wall panel are from multiple sources, including the Rights of British America, notes on the state of Virginia, Jefferson's autobiography, and a letter he sent to George Washington. And finally, on the southeast interior wall panel is an excerpt inscribed from a letter Jefferson sent to Samuel Kercheval in 1816, explaining the need for checks and balances in government. The Jefferson Memorial is also well known for the cherry blossom trees that surround it and the tidal basin, which the memorial overlooks. The trees were given to the United States by Japan in 1912 and have since become one of the highlight features of the National Mall. That concludes our presentation on the Jefferson Memorial. If you need directions to the next stop, just go back to the map and select the directions link for that landmark.